thoughts and words that might reach out to our collective soul. We faced a lot last night. And with the help of my friend Mr. Thomas and Mr. Shakespeare, Shakespeare's a personal friend of mine. I am that old. I offer this. We this day sail forth into the dark beyond the gate of time. We join all those who braved that same good night before us now, the brave that first sailed forth upon the fathomless deep, the brave that stood to throw off the yoke of slavery from their land, the brave that dared to fly above the earth on paper wings, the brave that stood before the soulless dragons of hate, the brave that challenged first the emptiness of space, the brave that were the first to walk upon the moon, then Mars. This day, we sail our ships through the gate of time. Those that shall live this day and see old age will strip your sleeves and show your scars and say, these wounds I had at Bifrost's gate, we few, we happy few, we family of warriors, for you and those today that shed their blood with me shall be my brother, shall be my sister. All of those on earth, the moon and Mars, shall think themselves accursed they were not here, and hold their birthright cheap, whilst any speaks that sailed with us this day upon the dawn. Thank you.
Woo! Fox, I got a question. Did you try turning it off and on again?
Turned it off and turned it back on again a lot.
How I haven't reset this one. Has anyone reset the messaging before, or does it just pop back up?
Yes, I've reset it before.
Are you guys resetting that one?
I think yours just comes back up once the red is back up, though. For you, I'd just hit back and then go back into start client. What was his name? Somebody kicked off the router.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah. So I know
tripped on it or something.
Yeah,
if both these systems are down at once, that's almost surely.
They just don't know where to go. Oh,
Hey, we're up.
There you go.
Hey!
We're taking control of the
Fox, what are these symbols over here?
So we've got several nodes all over engineering that control the power to each of the main systems. Every single one of the nodes needs to have every single one of these different kinds of relays. So if one of the boards on the node fries, we know that if we need to replace that board, it needs to have all of these 11 different kinds of relays. And we have different kinds that have mixed and matched different combinations of these different relays. So we can use something that has just DZ, T3, and T4. Something might also have like P7, DZ, and 16. It's all, there's a lot of different combinations, but essentially every single node has to have all of these different parts in it. Sorry if that was overly complicated.
No, it makes sense to me. I'm a doctor, after all. It's kind of like the different neurons that you need to have going on in your brain in order for you to fully function.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it. Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine.
Wow, I didn't know that Fox was the tour guide down here.
So here's one of them, but that one's just 3 blocks. Okay. So this is the. There's an intercom system everywhere. So this is the coolant node. So in the coolant node there are, and I think we are off. I don't think coolant is running right now, but we have these circuit boards that have descriptions for the kinds of relays that are on it. So this one has 9V, 3K, 16, and 4. If any of these nodes are missing any of these different kinds of relays, it doesn't work. It can't get power to people. So we make sure...
Because you took that out, does that mean that our relay was down?
Yes, for that time it was. But we're not using coolant right now because we are not actively engaged in anything. So,
to the Infirmary. The only way to come back from death is this beautiful machine over here that's not a tanning bed, it is a bio bed. The bio bed is heavy. So if you are not comfortable lifting the lid yourself, I suggest you find me or another GM. I'm ready to treat you for injury. I am on injury. I have reprogrammed your nanites. They are now working on the injury alongside any sort of drug that is stored inside your body.
I think we can do this. Any thought, just roll with it. Encourage your Marines to do some training exercises.
We ask you to wait time between biobed scans until we fully resume operation of the biobed. It is functional. Thank you, Windfall, and our medical team for doing so. We're going to have to be very careful in the future operating under these conditions. We are having some power draw failures. The ship is mostly functional today. Mostly functional. And as soon as it is, we'll be moving through the Bifrost immediately. Any questions from the crew before we begin our journey? Let's all be on the same page before we get in the thick of things. All good? Very well, dismissed.
Attention, all crew members, report to standby stations. 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 Standby stations. Activating gravity drive in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What happened?
Familiar with, there's a firefight in the aft. Engineering's been taking these things.
Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1. Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1.
That's perfectly fine, yes.
If I could, I would like to, if you are going to speak with engineering, could
Please.
you have them, each member should come and have a session with me.
I think the voice is probably.
Counselor,
Yes.
we have a situation that I think you might be able to help with.
Oh, very well. I'm currently under orders of Lieutenant Wyatt.
I'll go with you.
Do you need the counselor specifically?
Yes.
Do you have anything on your docket right now?
I do have a appointment in 15 minutes.
Okay.
You have it for 15 minutes.
Thank you.
And like I said, if everyone in engineering could book a session with me.
It's on my login.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I'll walk around there. Thank you. I will take it down.
I need this stairwell clear, please.
I was told to speak to the Queen of the Universe.
You're the ship's counselor.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, well, it's a diplomatic situation. I appreciate what the ship is. I'd like to talk to her before you just start shooting her. Because it's currently a diplomatic.
We have no intention to fire on her.
You just have weapons trained on them because they're pretty colors.
Because we don't want them to ram us and kill you?
I can appreciate that. I want to give them the second
And
chance
you?
that they theoretically
And you?
stand.
And you? And me?
Evans,
Yes, ma'am.
look at me here.
Yes.
Thank you. It's currently a diplomatic situation.
It is.
I happen to be a diplomat. So why don't you let me do my job?
Go ahead.
Great. Can you put something in my hand so I can actually
Oh,
talk
my
to them?
apologies. I thought you had a ship organization. Yes.
We were going to
Star Odyssey, this is the governor this is the Admiralty turning over communication to the governor.
Thanks. You clearly seem unhappy with your current situation. I'd like to talk about that.
I'm happy now.
See, I think we're already going to be friends.
Look, I don't need no friend, lady.
Everyone needs a friend when they jump through a gate. They don't know where they are.
Look, I'll figure that out.
Yes.
We came through together. Why don't we stay together?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna be under your command and your stupid fleet. Look, I'm going off by
I
myself.
didn't realize my retreat training would lead me to just guarding stairways.
Don't waste your second chance.
For all of the Marines to the ship.
Let me help you.
Last I heard was
Gate for you.
what happened to my boot? Oh, we handed it all around back to you. That's what
I
happened to
don't
the
need
radio.
no ass kid. I need my freedom.
Yes, you do. And that's what I'm trying to get for you. But this isn't the way to do it. You have to understand you're never going to make it out of here. You are outmanned, outgunned, out everything. And I want to be able to help you. And I want to remind you that you just jumped through a gate to another part of the galaxy. I'm responsible for every single soul in this fleet, and I can guarantee you that I need you as much as you need me. And I want to help us all through this.
Yeah, okay.
Please stand down. Please fall back into formation. Let's sit down at a table and talk about things.
Look, the DCA ain't in charge of me anymore. The USS ain't in charge of me anymore. The guards ain't in charge of me no more. Fucking Edward tries, that stupid people prisoner, but he ain't in charge of me no more. I'm in charge, and I do what I want.
Yes, you do. You're the queen of the universe. I wasn't disputing that at all. So come to the table as a sovereign nation and talk about things.
Let us go, or we're gonna arrow us the rest of the 27 prisoners we still have.
You have to understand, this isn't going to work. A good leader would see that, and you want to keep your people safe, don't you? You should know that I'm going to continue to fight for you on this side until I don't have a breath left. if they ask for me again, put it right through the comms. Thank you very much.
Do we know what the resolution was?
The actuality is that she's very scared because she was put in a really crappy position. And
We all agreed on that yesterday.
Yeah, and she saw an opportunity and, like a good leader, took advantage of that for what she felt was the best.
Yeah.
The reality, though, is that she's sorely outgunned and outmanned, and they have a hostage situation, and all of that is going to end terribly for her. That said, if you fire upon that ship, I will hold you personally responsible, Evans, and I will see you court-martialed.
There wouldn't be a legal recourse since I don't have control of this ship.
You watch me.
Okay.
You watch me.
I feel comfortable not being threatened by that with all due respect.
You don't know me very well, then, do you?
Helm.
Hi.
New heading 0.
Heading 0.
Maintain acceleration.
Starhawks has cut off communication. They're standing down. He sees that they're not threatening offensive action.
Well,
So I think maybe either the admiral or myself or the governor or you or all of us need to meet and figure out what is it that. I think a joint front going forward is our best chance of success.
They're suicidal. We don't know where we are.
What offensive action did they take except
Ramming.
ramming?
There's nowhere for them to
So,
go. We got our guns on them.
But they're transport ships, so they have more mass than us. So they can accelerate and hit us way harder than we can hit them.
And they also have a side.
But if our weapon systems are up, they have.
Okay.
Why don't we run? Oh, boy. Okay.
You can use my laptop for whatever your mind's in there.
Go team.
Go
Got
team.
this.
Not an emergency, but I really do want to speak to you as soon as possible.
All right. Can you give me 5 minutes? If you sit in my office, I'll be there momentarily. Thank you. Engineers. You're all down here.
We're playing a card game, and then the PA system just kicked in, and we both. I'm off duty. I'll support a little bit.
So good health, everyone.
Good health. Oh, seriously, this is some good stuff. Good health. Doctor's orders. Woo!
That is some good stuff you're making down in engineering. Sorry, Mike.
You just gonna tell me that?
All right. Well, I'm sure the rest of them will love to hear that. Has anyone been notified upstairs?
Recently.
I know.
What?
Is everything alright?
Seems to be.
Alright. So, I think I'm in shock.
You're in shock?
I don't know. I just.
Nothing further that
Lots of things happen. Like, for some reason, I just didn't feel fear or anything. Basically, I guess I was being foolish, but I thought I was being brave. I thought I was doing something to help. Like, we were trapped with the governor in one of the safe rooms. And let me tell you this. I was being fake with you before, but now I'm being real because Something's different.
What's different?
I thought I was doing something good, something that would help. But after all the years I worked, I don't know, maybe I'm just overreacting. Like, it's just, Tanaka gave me a warning saying, if you do this, something like this again, you'll go on the record.
What were you accused of doing?
I was reckless. They were gonna go get our gun, and since it was Windfall, I was just, oh, maybe I could help. So I just kind of ran after, and the door closed, so I followed them down there. And stuff happened. I'll explain that later, but after I came back, Tanaka warned me, saying, if you do something like that again, it will go on the record, and that feels like, I don't know, it's just, I feel a little bit betrayed, I guess.
Do you have any training with the weapon?
No, I just thought I could get it and bring it back. You're close by.
Did you put yourself in danger?
Yeah. When we went down there, we got the gun, then all of a sudden, I heard a shot, so I ducked and hid. Then someone got arrested, and I didn't see, so I kind of just ran back. Why was it punished? Isn't that a good thing? Choosing to stand up for what you believe in?
I appreciate that you came to me. But I do think that you're in a very difficult situation, and I would recommend you coming back if anything starts to feel wrong again. Do you have any friends on the ship?
Not really.
Kitty seemed to like you. You two talked earlier. She was the doctor that you spoke with. A very healing process for the mind and the heart is to make amends for things that you've done. You might want to be truthful and honest with Kitty about what your conversation was about.
No, that's hard. That's hard.
I believe you. If you're courageous enough to run out and save the people you care about, I think you could do that as well. Kitty's in a situation where I think she would appreciate knowing that she was no longer being spied on. She was very worried for her fiance, who's back home. Do you know anything about that?
Unfortunately, yes. I just shouldn't know.
You know, it'll be up to you to decide if you want to talk to Kitty. It's okay to take your time with it, too.
How, if I do choose, how do I get out of this cage, this rope around me about Windfall? How do I get out of it?
Well, I think the best advice I could give you is one step at a time. Our conversation I can't talk to anybody about. I'm your doctor. But what I can say is that you can make the decision on what to do if you want out the first step is to ask for forgiveness and the things that you've done. Then we'll figure out what's next. You might even know after that.
Thank you.
I do have another appointment. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think I'll be okay.
Would you like a hug? Yeah? Okay. I'm here anytime.
I wrote a poem.
You wrote a poem?
I wrote a poem.
Did you bring it with you today?
I just know it.
Will you share it with me?
Yeah.
I would love to hear your poem.
It's not very good.
Oh, I bet it's beautiful.
So, you remember it's a lot, yeah? Okay, so this is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. It is my body. Take it and use this rifle in remembrance of me. Because the sergeant lied, as sergeants do, when I was fresh, before the cracks in my face were moistened by the blood of bodies my rifle had consumed. He told me that without my rifle, I am nothing. But now I know far too well that it can be replaced. This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. It is my body, broken for you. Take it and use this rifle in remembrance of me. I feel a little fucked up, dog. I've seen, a lot of things in my 6 years. What I saw on Titan, the burning bodies and the stench of it all. And I saw so many Marines die. And it's like, with the technology we have, it's almost like a badge of honor. I've died 9 times now. Now I got into this, I joined up the Corps because it's what my family does, but I wanted to be a medical officer. And they said my rifle scores are too good, so I don't heal anything.
What did you wish to discuss?
Thanks. I appreciate you taking the time. Some previous incidents left me with the PTSD, but talking to therapists really helped there, so I thought maybe I could maybe help here too now. I thought things were good, and then, well, yesterday, right, it's just minding station down in engineering when suddenly people with guns just burst in through the door, and it was like I was right back there again. And then screaming, machines clunking. When they came around with the gun, my only thought was dive in front of the chief, and it sounds like I took the bullet. That's good, but the thing of it all is, right, beyond all that, what's really been getting me last night was just when it was all done, right? It fell on me to keep the reju chamber back up, right? And I got it 4 more rejus, and should have by rights been possible, but they needed 5, right? And I couldn't get that 5th. I couldn't, and then the bomb, right? And they needed that 5th to get through the bomb, and all I could do is stare at those melted components, and I couldn't get one more out of it, right? I just couldn't. And
do you feel like you were beating yourself up a little bit about not being able to complete that task?
I mean, it's my job, right? It doesn't matter if it's not physically possible. It's my job, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it when they needed me. And that, yeah, that's rough.
I understand. You know, when your task is to care for the ship and look after it. I've noticed that you've been speaking with the ship.
I mean, I'm not I miss her or anything, but she talks in her own way. On that. So, you know, we're all doing what we can. The ship's taking a beating, but we'll get her through. No doubt. I've got faith in every last one of them down there.
It's good to hear. Sounds like this wonderful crew down there in engineering.
Oh, the best. Well,
walk me through.
So I was there on comms, right? When the first call got through, things were garbled a bit for a moment. I heard some commotion. Wasn't sure what was going on. And next thing I know, people wearing all black with guns were running through. I think some of us were ours, some of us weren't. All too fast, but I saw Chief standing back behind some machinery. And as they were going through, I guess my only thought was, well, better me than him, right? So I stood in the way, and then my stomach felt awful hot, and that's the last thing I remember until I was waking up. I was still down in near engineering, but I was somewhere else, and a good doctor was there over me. Had something against my neck, I think, and it was all a little blurry. But we got carried up to sick bay, and they patched me up right good. I was mighty impressed. But you know, then I was back on my feet, so I was back at work, and Dr. Wyatt, I've known him before. He's a good lad. He knows what he's doing. But he said, you know, the machine's going down. So I did my best, right? I put in a couple relays. I bypassed, you know, some safety measures as you do. And we got 4 more rejuves out of it. But then they said, you know, we gotta get the munitions expert up, right? Because the bomb, and it was dead. There was just nothing. Right, so I pulled some components out, put them in mineral bath to cool them down, but that's hours, right? And it was hours instead of days, but you know, they needed it in minutes, not hours.
I need some orders. Where? What? Who am I protecting? Where am I putting the ship?
We have no eyes in the fleet.
Nobody to protect.
LSD is down.
We have Mole. We have the Intrepid
Contact.
Voyager and Evo.
Okay. Contact, sheer weapon. Heading 180. I'm sorry.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Mines take too longer than that to activate. Heading 180.
Heading 180. Adjusting course.
Set heading 140.
140. That's going to put us right through this field, shrapnel field.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to save what we can here.
We'll try to coordinate communications.
Fleet 103 has no chance against that thing.
140, engaging grab.
Keep going with grab. Set heading 10.
Never mind,
180.
180.
Grab. Actually, no. Impulse. Just let drift into our firing range.
Yep.
It has very low health. We can take it out.
Psi activate. Is there any way that you can retrofit one of the probes that's currently loaded into something similar that we used last time?
I can't say it. What are my orders?
Set heading.
That would be for the industrial platform that was just destroyed, sir.
262?
265.
265.
Was the communication probe
on,
to aliens destroyed?
Yes.
Yes, a long time ago. No, the second one.
Yeah,
we had a second one? Yes, we built a second one. Where's the second one?
Psi, apparently there is a second communications probe.
Grab.
H15.
Has that been deployed?
To all fleet heading 0.
At this point in time,
So,
All of the hostiles are currently clear of the radar. Do you see anything?
We see no hostiles.
Increase impulse. Get out of the debris field.
Yeah.
Sai, can you answer my question about the communications probe? Apparently there is a second one prepared.
Okay.
the second one prepared?
For now,
That's what Fisher just
keep
told
that
us. We're
position.
investigating it.
Yes, sir.
We just want to get the air side there.
If we initialize another communication attempt, avoid all.
Avoid lights. Yes, sir.
Keep
Yes,
it low
sir.
frequency.
Yes, sir.
We have 2 ships.
Yes, sir.
Sai, can you repeat that? It was static at the end.
The pill you said halted symptoms but doesn't improve them. That's not bad.
Can we
Copy that and
focus
send.
on-
Yes.
Yeah. We need to communicate with the 2 remaining ships. Ouroboros.
Everything's stable.
Engineering stable.
The Ouroboros and the
Mole 03.
and Mole 03.
Okay.
Heading 0.
Yes, we
Maximum speed.
We sent-
Did you send an all fleet? Or
we
did
sent
you
it all
send-
fleets.
Okay.
But we can say okay. So we should send a direct message. You want? Yeah. Copy that and send it to science.
Although Intrepid Voyager is talking to us and we don't
We
see
could have tried doing what we did before and getting in the way.
Goes to the mission.
Went right in the middle of the fleet.
So then we should.
Messages are being sent.
Comms?
Yes.
The Intrepid Voyager's Ghost in the Machine.
Okay.
We got a mole ship and we got an agricultural platform. I mean, what do we got to lose now?
I can't stand.
No use trying to build.
That's half full, right?
Right now, let's try to see.
So, can you decide if it's gone or if they poof or that and boom?
Sai, do you have any read on any traces of the fleet?
Any additional ships? Not at this time. Yeah.
What do you say? No, at this time.
What was the question?
Are there any traces of the fleet?
This is crazy. How did we just lose everyone?
The governor is on her way to the bridge.
Anomaly detected.
What kind of anomaly?
It appears to be a shape similar to that of the Bifrost station on the outer edge of the solar system.
Speak to me.
There has been an anomaly detected that resembles the Bifrost
You have his location.
Please give me the location. I'm going to direct the rest of the fleet there.
So I can please give me the location.
It may be easier if I autopilot over your ship and operate.
So I just want to make sure I understand.
At full gravitational drive.
We came with a complement of how many ships we have, how many
We have 3 ships.
What is the psi resolution on the Bifrost calculation? Because that should be now.
It's been found.
We found the results. We currently have the ship and the rest of the fleet moving. At full gravity, we should reach there in roughly 9 hours. We'll be piloting overnight.
It is confirmed to be a Bifrost station.
It is an anomaly that is similar to Bifrost. That is.
Better than what we have in this.
Absolutely. I can vouch for the appropriateness of this content.
It is perhaps the one thing we can agree on.
If you had a little bit of heart, you wouldn't mess with things that don't belong to you.
I don't see how heart has anything to do with
That means
the
you have
height of a chair.
I'm not talking about the chair. I'm talking about my shit on the desktop.
Are you saying there's a problem?
Just stop messing with how I file my stuff. I do it for a reason. I've been here for 5 years. Fuck off.
But you don't follow protocol.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
We can check.
We can absolutely check.
Now, if you two want a mediation as ship's counselor, I would be happy to intervene. But I do have regular hours, so just meet with me in my counseling office.
I like her.
Oh, I am all sorts of lost. I think you've sent me on a wild goose chase. I can't figure out my heads or tails around down here. How do I get to where?
Hulk, are you down here, buddy?
It's on the other side.
Oh, well, is there another access? Am I forgetting? I'm gonna check. The wrong access. Here he is.
Ah, thank you.
Here we go. This is a complex little place we got back here.
Perhaps could you show me what you're working on down here?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
Careful, stairs. Steep.
All right. Well, this is a much easier working environment.
Found some old missile bar stashed down here. Figure I'd trap it in together.
Wow. What are you gonna do with that?
Gonna take it up to gunners and see if they say it's up to spec. Controls are from a couple of old drones that I found down here. They're obsolete. We're not using them for anything, but they've been here for a refit.
Well, it looks pretty good, Falk.
Now to make it fly.
Well, thank you, Private. What's it like working down here?
You know, I like this place. We got a lot of stuff to work with.
Wow.
I mean, it's a little bit messy because the Windfall, when they renovated, they left out all the old stuff in place. They just tied it off. But I mean, if you get the eye for it, there's like all sorts of things.
Going through personnel files right now to see if I can get any info on. I have a small list of who was there during the retrofit, and I'm trying to find out if there's anything in anybody's personnel files that would kind of give a clue about, like.
This is Acting Admiral Sporkov, making an announcement to the
board, we're going to be enacting new protocol. The new skip drive is now being charged up. As the protocol demands, when we announce prepare to jump, all personnel on board will proceed to a shielded location, either in engineering, med bay, or near the CIC, or in the civilian government location.
Agree, but not really in the same expertise as person.
Captain?
I argued in Senate appropriations for months, but like we need to build new ships. Like the used Carlot, not an option. No, it's fine. The Roosevelts are great. We'll just decommission them.
It's not like you're gonna run into anyone. What are the chances of
But there's a 15-mile
It's gonna be all the civilians.
Alright, ladies and gents, let's go ahead and get started. I know we're still missing people, but hey, we can relay information. So,
How are you feeling, Dr. Lieutenant Wyatt?
nervous. Please don't let anyone know that. Yes.
Just a question. Are you going to say a few words before we approach the gate?
We will. I think we all need to say a few things to keep us in high spirits.
Follow that.
Once we're ready to go.
We did have quite an adventure last night, didn't we? But I appreciate that all of you are here, every one of you. First we landed on Luna, then we landed on Mars, then we went further, and we're going to go even further still. Every one of you is absolutely crucial to this mission. And I don't want anyone to think that they're disposable or just secondary. You wouldn't be here if you weren't absolutely mission critical. You wouldn't be here if you weren't important to everyone else here. I am so tremendously proud of you. Those that came before us are lost. And so we owe it to them to be a success. And every one of you here is going to help us do that. Thank you very, very much for doing that.
Bella Cruz!
I don't want to feel this way.
Hardness. This is a medical emergency. Doing well. You can walk on your own.
Go away.
It's all right. Come step in my office. So what exactly did you do?
I got shot.
And that's what you're in trouble for?
No, I tried to take his gun.
One of the ACA?
No, from Windfall.
One of the Windfall guns?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Because I didn't trust him. He was gonna bring it back to the civilian area. And the governor's there. Yes, I have a knife.
Oh.
Yes, please.
And I hate to reiterate this, but no weapons in the medical area.
still here?
It's under control. I won't tell you exactly how they describe that, but...
Wow.
It's alright, they're a little bit under pressure.
The Common Fire's working on it?
Yeah. They'll advise...
Would any Marines please check in? Over.
That's for sure.
Every time you send out...
Please respond. Security is required where? Please retransmit. Over.
We haven't heard from the Redemption, have we?
I hope we hear from him soon. That's our medical ship.
Yep.
Well, no, I think she just got something from Redemption.
No, she's just asking.
Oh,
Mrs.
okay.
Hawkins of Medical requesting status on Redemption. Are you responding to that?
I am contacting the Redemption.
Okay. Are you letting them know, or shall I send a message to them? You didn't get that. I'll send it. The look on your face told me that.
Who
That's
sent that to
all
you?
Medical.
Medical. The good news is they have communications out.
Okay, I'm gonna actually give them a contact, because I think everything internal should go through me, because I'm just literally sending out.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So I'll take care of that.
Okay. I just responded to them though, but let them know that they should use the other channel.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to do. Log numbers on here.
May I speak to someone, perhaps, Joanna?
Anything I should know about?
Oh no, we were just giving you away.
Not at this moment.
If it's possible.
I'm not maybe positive on it. You'd have to wait till everything calms down. You literally have to contact every ship in the fleet. I don't know how many that is. It's about 70 ships. Should we put in a request? I recommend doing it maybe when things have calmed down. Just because it would be the lowest of our priorities. I can leave a message and let Lieutenant Fisher know.
That would be wonderful. We could try Hawkins. It's very crucial to mental health and possibly some security risks that we're having down in the medical bay.
Security risks?
Yes.
And who would you like to put a message to, or what ship, or?
James Luciani is in Washington, D.C. Yes. And don't let it get to Windfall. Don't let it get to Windfall. This is a personal communication stream.
Medical business only.
I'm terrible with names.
No, it's
I'll be like
okay.
so many faces.
Alright, Hawkins.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Just meet in here really quick. Hawkins. Is that gonna help relieve some of your tension?
It is.
Don't say your doctor doesn't do anything for you.
Doctors have done too much for me.
For your health.
Thank you.
And possibly an immunization boosting shot just to get.
Where's
through
the
this.
airlock from here?
That's a great question.
I think it's down by the brig.
Resource right now is manpower and supply.
Manpower?
That's a civilian ship.
It's a civilian. And how?
It's just a drone, right?
We've heard from the Albany.
It's a drone?
Oh no,
They're alive, but their engines are down.
Who is that?
The Albany.
Honestly, the Albany should probably make a bird and get Albany's engines up on.
Well, the drilling ship. What kind
What
of
is it that they?
what does it
do
have
they-
on
do we know
board?
what they need
Minimal
to get
crew.
that
We're
online?
talking maybe a dozen.
But what is it?
We'll find out.
It drills through planets, right?
It's mostly for harvesting resources when we arrive.
What about the possibility of using that on the outside? The Odyssey cannot.
Comms.
Yes.
We could use it as a weapon, but it's inoperable.
That's inoperable?
Well, last night we had individuals drilling into our hull.
Gulf 5 is
what I'm saying.
within 3
Yeah,
years.
we're gonna
Are
take
we-
less
We're
aggressive
moving
measures
past
first.
we've taken massive casualties already concerning the Flame of Liberty went down, and we're not in good shape and can't even find most of our other military vessels.
We haven't seen any other military vessels on radar.
We haven't seen them. We haven't had comms from Ardent Fire and Sally's Ride. Both of them have their side down.
We experienced problems across the board. I tried to figure out the commonality. Engineering was fixing their problems, medical was fixing their problems. I tried to find the central link.
Very nice. So what's brought you into my office today? Feel free to relieve yourself. There's some pillows you can hold on to. We've got our friend here that you can hold on to as well. If you feel a little imbalanced, there's also a crystal that was charged with the last sun ray in our atmosphere.
The amount of energy that could be stored from a sun ray into a crystal like this, what is this?
Well, we could talk about it scientifically,
Quartz?
yes. Or we could talk about it that it does help others.
I'll hold the bear.
Good choice, that's my favorite one. So, again, what's brought you in?
Well, if I'm being frank, I've never been away from Mars. I'm not very much of a field scientist most of the time. And this has been a lot. Last night I had to defuse a bomb. They had me... I'm not a bomb diffuser. But they brought me to a live explosive and said, make it not explode. I've had guns pointed in my face multiple times. And all this, I have to keep my composure in front of my colleagues.
That can be difficult.
It's a lot.
Walk me through what happened last night.
Well, starting when? There was a lot going on. I was in the science pit, my lab, or embassy. One Marine came down, pointed his gun in my face, and asked if there was anyone else down there. They were looking for stowaway. Then later another Marine came and also pointed her gun in my face. There's no trigger protocol here, apparently.
Yeah, Marines are quite trigger happy.
Yeah, gung-ho. Quite. But they and said that we needed to evacuate, that there was an impending firefight. And I said, well, weren't you stationed here to protect us? And she said, no, I'm leaving here because I don't want to get shot. And we were in the middle of an experiment. We had to try and shut things off quickly, and left. And then I was had a meeting with the governor, so I figured that would be a safe place and that perhaps we could continue the meeting. Of course, what were we thinking? The governor's not going to talk to us during a firefight, but we were led into the governor's office place and heard all about what was going on outside and just had to sit while people were taking fire, while my colleagues were in the med bay, which at one point we thought that had been overrun. And then later that evening, it was Commander Evans came and asked all of us scientists, can any of you defuse a bomb? I said no. And my fellow colleague said, Simon can. I've had to deal with explosives in a lab environment, in a chemistry setting. I've worked with electronics and physics equipment, never a live bomb made to kill people. Very, very small explosions in controlled environments is what I normally go for. And yeah, I was lucky. I found the bomb. I looked at the bomb. There was a screen with numbers on it, and first thing I said, well, there's a screen with numbers on it, and the numbers aren't changing, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I concluded that the bomb didn't have a motion detector and it could be moved safely, and that it hadn't been armed, and I advised them to throw it out the airlock, and thank gods that worked. Because if it had gone off, we would have all been at risk. It was in the engine room. In a way, logically and objectively, I'm glad they asked me to do it instead of just having a Marine fucking shoot it. Emotionally, I don't want that sort of weight on my shoulders. I guess that's what I didn't expect. I came here to learn. I wanted to study. I wanted to collect samples from a planet and study them in a way that no probes have ever studied. I wanted to see what was new. I wasn't here for firefights or right. I was told there'd be a huge military presence and that the odds of any conflict, even from outside before the Bifrost, right, there was the possibility someone would attempt, but it wouldn't get anywhere close to me.
I can understand why you're so rattled.
Someone was shot feet from the pit.
But here we are.
But here we are.
Alive.
For now. Not everyone, though.
It's true. We had a loss this morning.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Frankly, I'm still uncomfortable with the fact that I've been given nanites in the first place. This trauma tech, using windfall tech system is very scientifically suspect. They're using things in our human body in ways that are fragile and open to failure and exploitation. And I'm already linear skip drive technology should not be used on people in any sense, right? In a manned ship or in a biomesh. And I always had that discomfort, but now that someone's died from it, right, there's always that part of my head that said maybe you're being irrational about it, maybe it's more sad than you thought, but seeing the corpse,
it is quite alarming. I myself haven't had much time to think about it and process it. What does your logical mind say?
my logical mind says that there is some sound science to it, that we can, right, that the scanning and replication technology exists, that, right, the quantum mechanics of it, right, the quantum tunneling that the linear skip drive operates on has been known about for a while. Though logically there are concerns about the people doing this. It was rushed, it was under budget. They're using it in military purposes, they're using it on people they consider disposable. But that there's some risks yet some reward, I suppose, is in short.
How are you feeling about being so... We haven't talked about this too much yet, but how are you processing being so far from home? Why don't you tell me about what home's like for you?
Honestly, it's a playground. I have my lab at Dawes, and I can research whatever the fuck I want, as long as I keep doing what I do. They've given me very wide berth. I end up helping a lot of other people, work with people. The politics of academia gets tiring, but I've had now 2 meetings with the governor of the new colony, and one with the admiral, and that's nothing compared to the politics on this fucking boat.
Yes, indeed. I couldn't tell you who's in charge here.
And I don't think they could either, if we're honest about it, but it's... My parents were immigrants to Mars.
As many.
And they passed all of their tests, they gained full naturalization and citizenship, yet as a child that was very... I was always often made to feel at the quiz bowl like I had something to prove. Like I didn't belong unless I proved otherwise, whereas with everyone else there was a certain assumption of competence. And I guess all my life I've been just trying to prove myself, and prove that I'm a Martian, prove that I'm capable of just as much, if not more so, than everyone else. And I sometimes wonder if that's just the only reason I'm here, if I'm just trying to prove them wrong.
I think you've definitely done that in the past 12 hours.
I suppose I have.
You have. We wouldn't be here if
Until
not for you.
Professor Chris hears that I've defused a bomb. Smug asshole.
I have a suggestion for you.
Okay.
If you would like.
I welcome your expertise.
So, in this office we do have a few different forms of therapy that we honor, but one of the things that is the most challenging to deal with is separation from our home planet. So I'm going to leave you in here with some sounds. I just want you to sit and listen. Immerse yourself back into where you were when you were home. Imagine the seasons that come and...
Not really seasons, completely indoors.
There are storms on Mars, I
We have
don't know.
semesters, yeah.
There we go. So think about it in that sense, and think about it think about even the changing in the smells from what is being cooked in the mess hall, and whatever it is that you feel is home.
So you would like me to mentally model home?
Yes, absolutely. Take yourself there. I'm going to play some sounds for you, and I'm going to leave. When you feel ready, you're welcome to step out. Find one that's appropriate for you. Enjoy.
Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1. Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1.
Just take it. Hull's been breached. Red alert. Hull's been breached.
We are in live combat.
Will someone be here to make sure no one else goes down? We have a sensitive experiment.
Gonna get shot.
We have a force field. I'm gonna have to leave now. Hull's been breached. What? The hull's been breached. Take it with you. We have to. Come on.
Attention, the ship has now entered
Emergency. Where are Mars?
Military presence.
Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1. Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1.
Attention, this is the sign. Set condition 1 throughout the ship. Repeat. Set condition 1 throughout the ship.
Condition 1. Can you clarify condition 1?
Very, very high alert. We should probably be in the medbay right now. If
We're on standby in case something happens.
yeah, we're definitely on standby. I mean, it's right down there. We should be fine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Someone sent baby downstairs.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, we do ours for 20.
Okay. Yeah. And then I don't always have the chance to scald my milk, but I like it to be scalded instead of just heated because it does there's a thickening.
Yeah.
You okay?
Perfectly fine. Does that have anything to do with the noise that I didn't like?
Reeves, will you repeat that?
What?
What'd you just tell them? Unidentified ship?
What?
You said unidentified ship?
I heard there were unidentified ships, and we are engaging our maneuverability and our shields.
Okay.
So it's possible someone's shooting at us. I'm gonna go hide.
All right, copy.
Asked us what the hull was made of the alien ship, but we weren't able to do stress tests. It's too broken.
I just wanted to check. Somebody sent me down here because they were concerned about the emotional health of everybody working down here.
Emotions don't suffer from emotional
Hell? My only emotional issue is that we should all be panicking horribly about the LSD drive. Thank you.
They're not using it.
We should still be panicking horribly because it's probably modified by windfall by like 100 scale.
I should hang out more often these days.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Just to be clear, people were concerned because they heard yelling.
Yeah, we were yelling because we thought we were going to start using the LSD drive and we'd all be screwed over.
That might have been me reacting to it.
I swear to God, I am done with that.
I didn't yell at a lieutenant commander or a commander.
Not having my ideas respected and not having my intelligence insulted in this way, I will stay down here in my lab. Thank you.
If I may mediate, please. What's going on here?
I'm just, right now, the captain is finally on our side and listening to us. We are transmitting specs to the PSI officer on the bridge so that we can make a probe to talk to the aliens. I am suggesting that it would be faster if Dr. Randall went up and talked to the PSI officer in person, like a grown adult.
Let's use statements like "I feel."
I feel like Dr. Randall to talk to people.
Like this is a waste of time.
Like a grown adult! We can walk with the captain. I have been given temporary clearance. I am an exception. I can go up to the bridge on my own.
Counterpoint, you keep working here, everyone knows where you are and they can find you.
If you keep working at PSI,
That's true.
and it's a waste of
tromping through our embassy.
kicked out and in again, out and in, then
we won't get kicked out this time as long as Dr. Randall can continue to act moderately close to an adult. I feel.
Thank you.
Are you taking in encryption?
All right.
Marine lollipop, like for like, be like.
Would you do it?
Suck on this.
Would you do it for 2 lollipops?
Those poor Marines are going to be out of their mind.
They're already on that one.
For the birthday, they've asked us to make a
Right.
Martian.
Well, I feel like my assessment is that everything's going fine down here. I'm happy to see engineering and the Martian Initiative is working well together.
science.
Thank you.
Of course. Wonderful.
We're clearing out, clearing out, clearing out. let's test it. The governor seems really nice.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to her. She gave me a rice cream treat.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I remember. I was very upset. I was upset that I did not
She gave me
get
the
one.
dirtiest look. She was like, I was eating in the med bay. She was like, what do you have? Is it a Rice Krispie treat? Or
Oh, really?
I told her that. The governor gave it to me. The governor did. Damn it, she says.
That meant that I wasn't getting one.
Yeah. So life update: Dino can be summoned with Rice Krispie treats.
That's
I like them over the skillet. You make them in the skillet. Or like a pot, you know, you like stir them in the pot.
Okay.
And they're nice and warm.
So
And then you just eat them like that, like straight out.
that sounds amazing, and I'm going to try that when I get back to Earth.
That I would like to be destroyed sometime instead of rocking around a ship with a semi-live rocket.
There were no. They took the explosives out. Engineering said they took the explosives
Engineering
out.
had fun with it, okay?
Why would they make an explosive communication
we're gonna
device?
get the probe within range of the enemy ships as soon as possible. Also, I need you to give the order that we cannot use the
I knew where the big body came from.
Comstock. Great, fair enough. I have evidence that it may kill us all. And then some. Good. Let's avoid that. We need to basically get a probe on a shuttle as soon as possible.
How you feeling, Mike?
Feeling all right. Little. I don't know. Anytime we get into this sort of situation, there's not much I can do as a bartender, but just sort of sit back and kind of anticipate what's going on.
So what's condition one mean for you? Got the booze ready for
Yeah. What are you supposed to be doing right now?
Nope. I suppose after condition one's over is when I'll probably open up.
Oh yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Scarcely. Admiral.
As you were.
That was not creepy. Not at all. Nope, nothing's gonna happen.
Something's coming through the maintenance hatch!
Something's coming through the maintenance hatch.
Something's coming through the maintenance hatch.
I just got a depressurization warning.
Where? This way? Maintenance 1 just got a depressurization warning.
Welcome aboard.
Do we have anybody trained in this specific thing? Get out of here.
Hey, Kate, give me a few more words, please. Don't let anybody else through yet.
Jennings in the back.
What's your name? Quinn.
All
Quinn.
weapons down.
No. Writing?
Comstock.
Yes. Writing.
Jennings.
Yes, writing. Words. This is Quinn.
Need some
Dido.
Martians back by CivGov ASAP.
And you are?
We can't forward that message. No. I got no way.
Jennings, if you can
Soldier,
hear me.
put your weapons down. You're safe.
We're at condition 0. Let nobody up those stairs.
Welcome aboard. Do you communicate verbally? We need first contact protocol, please. First contact protocol.
Somebody find a goddamn Martian.
We need the Martian team up above.
Jesus, please get
I
me
am
a
Captain
Martian.
Morkov. Welcome to the Ascendant Dawn.
Yes.
They're mimicking us. Keep in mind they are copying us. They're learning it from us.
Right. Well, that's excellent.
They may be able to ascertain our language if we speak long enough.
The patch, the red patch here. Yes. What's that? I don't know. Wish I could understand.
Yes.
Okay, can you give me an ETA in this Martian?
Welcome aboard our ship. Here we shake hands. It's okay. Yes, thank you. Sounds pretty friendly.
Let's make a hole.
We're coming down this way. Please follow.
Thank you. Back away.
There, it's coming in.
Marines, maintain a perimeter.
Copy. I see. Dr. Simon, would you like to make first contact?
Very exciting.
Welcome.
Welcome indeed.
Let's bring, there are others?
Just this one.
Just this one.
There's no other contacts back there, right?
We did not see any.
All right.
Sorry.
Please, make a hole.
Make a hole.
Everybody stay, keep the proper distance
Here.
and...
You got 1 foot, you go back 2 foot.
Wow.
Sherman. Sherman.
Confirm whether I can hear. Has it made any verbal noises?
No, it's not made any verbal noises yet. Admiral, did you ever think we would see something like this when we started this expedition?
No, not in my mind, but what does that sound?
Does it sound like we're being aborted?
That was a large sound, yes. I'm curious to see if we can send, if this contact is going to return on that shuttle, we could send someone with him or her.
Do you have any recommendations, Admiral?
I can't ask anybody else to do it if I can't do it myself, but we should take somebody. Be willing to go to see and make this contact in return.
It's risk if we lost you, though.
Yeah, as far as I can see, it's not that great a risk. I mean, you're in control of the ship. The fleet is basically following us no matter what.
It's your call. I'll leave that to you. But if you think it's necessary?
I think it might not be necessary, but it might be a great gesture.
Okay.
Of putting us at the same kind of vulnerability that they have put there. So
that's wise, yeah. Pull the mirror then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Admiral.
Vaguely sterile.
It's a sterile lab coat.
No, like that, Reeves. Oh my God. You know what? I'm under a lot of pressure right now. I got it.
Medical staff's on standby.
Clear a hole.
Make a hole.
Make a hole. Make a hole. They're gonna get shot. Danish, cover him. Make sure nobody's in the hallway.
Support the head. Move backwards.
Hey, clear. Everybody got a good hold?
My skin is getting colder.
Keep the hall clear.
Direction. Contact 170.
170. Moving to 170, sir.
As soon as you're at 170, accelerate, please.
Accelerate with ion or grab.
Prepare communications probe. Can I get the scan back?
Yeah, we're gonna get it right in there. Sensor scan.
There's an entire fleet incoming.
Sir, entire fleet incoming.
Whoa! Launch communications probe. Okay. Second edition one across the ship.
Side.
Red alert.
Change the screen for you.
Yeah, can you ask?
Alert the ship. We have large alien fleet. Sound general alarm.
LSD weapon.
Shield what?
Sir, LSD weapon.
You don't have a weapon.
Front shields are down.
Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1. Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1.
We got broadside something here.
Yep.
Alright. Let's target him.
Shit.
Pay attention. If anything groups together.
Attention, the ship has now entered Condition
No shield to the
1.
nuke.
Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1.
Personnel to know safety notes. Are we free fire?
Yeah, weapons free,
Good.
boys.
No.
Last I heard.
Yeah, no weapons free.
Check to see on that. I want a direct order.
Anything that gets close enough together that you can hit with a nuke and get multiples.
Yep.
2 front hits on him.
2 missile hits.
Attention, the ship has now entered Condition 1.
We're back.
Attention, the ship has now
Alright, we
entered
got
Condition 1.
2 homing missiles coming.
Back.
Yep.
Alright,
See him.
turning shields on.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
shields are weak.
Right.
That's a direct hit.
Rear shields out.
Do you suggest that we fight or that we jump?
Yes, there was a
Right now, what am I doing?
Sai is now suggesting that we stand and fight.
saying don't use the jump.
Okay. Okay, engage. Power down.
Acknowledged.
We're not jumping apparently.
Do not have a hat to. Does anyone have a hat to?
I don't believe that's the entire airport's done. Okay. We have a head to on the way.
Do we want to set up quarantine
We
for
have a hat
non-essential personnel
okay.
in the pit?
Okay.
That's excellent.
All right. Sure. Sherman. Your personnel wants to know if we can set up in the pit a place for radioactive stuff. How does that sound to you?
Put it in the back brace sealed lab. Please have a Martian accompany you all. Times they're still open quarantine.
Okay, gotcha.
Anti-radiation.
Martian contingent has asked if we might be able to establish communication with the alien ship by maneuvering in a manner that could somehow communicate that the entity they sent onto the ship is doing poorly.
Tell them that entities mirror our movement, so if we move our ship away from theirs,
The
they might
entities
move
move
closer or
mirror.
Did we hear back from Hell?
Minutes are in her?
The critical's called in late.
No, no, no!
How do we know that?
The nanites didn't take.
Tell the captain it's dead.
Yes.
Basically, I came to the Ascendant Dawn because of Windfall. And I thought maybe if I joined the USSC, I could get proper gun trained, maybe become a personal guard, if that's available.
My grandmother was a Marine. Is that what you're looking to do?
I'm just looking to protect people and get into the action and that.
I see. And what is it you think Windfall was doing that upset you?
They were spying on people. They had me spy on people, and they were using information as leverage, like blackmail, and that shouldn't happen. And threatening a life of another person.
You do understand that as a Marine, you would be threatening the lives of people, often taking lives. what if in the line of duty you would need to harm a civilian who is a threat to a USSC asset?
No, we actually asked you to repeat, but I knew you were in Bowels of Hell.
Yeah.
We need to compare to there is combat.
I want to protect the people who are important and who I care about.
Sorry.
That is not the correct answer. In a situation like that, you have to follow the commander's orders.
I don't know. Find out what's happening and come with us. Oh,
Trust in your
Dollar Tree Highs.
Sorry. Probes up. Do we want to take 10, smash our faces, and then get back on shift? Yes. Okay. Figured all of us could probably get some nourishment after that fight.
We do have 2 prisoners.
And Gun Mom's watching.
Yeah. Let's make sure she gets. I had told
I want to be officially enlisted in the USSC so we can get that happening. Dr. D.
We are breaking the bread for lunch.
Take a look.
Yeah. Okay, back to that.
Okay.
I'll call down.
And we're all good in here?
Yeah, everything
We've
seems
got
to be fine. Lunch. Very well. We'll come in a moment.
I was just making sure that everybody who was not there knows this because this is technically our first contact. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Pineapples all around. Okay, let's get to the map.
Pineapples all around.
We are breaking for lunch. So
Yeah, we are.
We're breaking for lunch? Okay.
For lunch.
Will you do me a favor and
Yeah.
Alright, Dr. Randall,
Yes.
which tools would you like first? And here's some dishes. Let me know what you need.
We'll do and maybe 2 because if we can maybe do a little of both. Yeah, we'll get some forceps and tweezers.
Oh, which kind?
We'll do the largest. I mean, and the magnifying glass, of course. Really, check it out. I don't think so. I guess if Oh, what did you do?
Alright, well, I'm going to set these aside. It's fun.
I'm inspecting first, just externally before we.
And what you see inside there is an esophageal tube that appears to go to a liquid lung.
I just want to make sure I don't cut any of
If
the.
you want, I'll start the cut of the suit. and
Yeah,
then-
just-
Okay. I'm gonna do a touch of cleanup, folks, just to make sure that you feel good.
Yes, I don't
We don't want to interfere.
So you want to start your cut up here? Okay. Alright, I got her. Man, dive suits are tough.
Forceps. We have those cute emergency shears. I love those.
Oh, the trauma shears.
Remove the head flap. Would you like to remove it now, or shall we play on?
Yes, let's look, or should we
I feel like we should
remove the
remove it
head
now.
and then we can
Yeah.
examine the head and the body separately? Okay.
Oh.
If you grip it gently from underneath and pull, and someone lifts the body, it'll come off. It'll come off okay, I think. I'll tell you if the silicone's too rough.
Oh, it's heavy. It is heavy. It's made of liquid.
I got it.
Oh god. Okay.
I got it.
That is good.
Doctor, can you describe what you're seeing?
In essence, it's a jelly-like substance. It appears to have some form of what would you call this? Just dermal something. Some layer to
The
keep
web?
the
Yeah,
membrane
membrane.
together.
Definitely.
It is very flexible from all stances that I can tell.
Oh, organs. But there are these
blue
pores.
These pores things that are in the skin.
Yeah.
If you see here.
Yes, and then the muscle tissue even too.
Yeah.
Here.
Seems to be embedded.
Yeah. There appears to be some bone or a bony substance.
I got it. I'll peel back.
Structure here, yeah.
You want to cut around?
Yes, if you want to move your hand, I'll cut.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do this.
I'm gonna go this way. If you can move your hands, I'm gonna go down, make a line.
Through some kind of tear accident. Remember the whole ship?
Yes, there's the bone. Can we cut perhaps a piece of this? I don't know if it's bony or cartilaginous.
Cut a piece of that.
It appears to be vaguely cartilaginous. Here, I'm going to take this kind of vein-like structure first.
Ooh, that was not a good noise.
Alright, we have this fragment of perhaps bone, perhaps cartilage,
And it's right next to
something calcified.
That looks like.
Is that muscle tissue?
Is that a heart?
There's something hard in there.
I think it's the heart.
Things shouldn't be together like this. It's been badly damaged. I'm sure it didn't start this way. There's no way a creature like this could work.
Alright, here, I'm gonna make a cut, so I'm gonna have to
Well, maybe not by our standards, but this is a different solar system. But this is so similar to tear damage. That's what I was thinking.
It had multiple tear damage.
You think it got torn really bad and
Really
put back
badly.
together?
Yes, it had a lot of tear damage.
And it still survived.
Is that a leg?
Oh my god. And the way we heal could be different from the way it
Alright,
heals.
can
And
you
if
make an
it's-
incision here?
Yes. If it's
I
trying
don't
to
want
re-heal
to
itself.
fragment the jelly-like material.
Oh god, okay.
Oh, it's part of the arm system, I believe.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you just pulled its shoulder off.
Oh, yes
Yep,
it is.
it's part of the arm
Got it.
system. It's
Alright,
got
look,
long
I'm gonna
ligaments.
cut a sample off of the muscle tissue so we can.
Can someone give me a sample prism? Something large so that we can fit a larger piece of flesh off?
You would like me to take the mask so you have more room?
I feel like it's fine.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a
It's
bony.
also super slippery, so wait.
Possibly a bony.
Is that connected to? It is.
Aim it at our eyes. Put it like this.
You think nervous tissue, perhaps?
It
looks like a ganglion, yeah. It just.
Five planetary systems in this star system, one of which is occupied by the alien species they've encountered.
And what are we fighting for?
Hope.
Hope. Hope and dawn. And I have been moved as I was sitting in the bridge upstairs, standing in the bridge as well, and I've been moved by the fact that we are losing, we have lost so many thousands of lives so far, when it seemed like only hours ago we were setting out on this mission with great joy and great expectation. It hurts immensely to have lost all those lives and spilled all that blood. And the very next thing we do when we're faced with another alien race and first contact, we end up killing that alien by ineptitude or whatever. We didn't know. There's nothing to say that that alien who died on our ship was not the fleet admiral from another fleet of alien nature. It hurts me, as I said, tremendously to keep hearing the orders, we'll go after them with nukes. We got our rail guns taking care of them. We're doing this, we're doing that. This is first contact with an alien race. And both sides seem to be obsessed with killing each other. That doesn't bespeak Outbound Hope to me. Now, we have one shuttle attached to this ship. It's docked down in Marineland, I guess. It's my intention to take that shuttle upon the next appearance of an alien ship take that shuttle from here without armaments, with no offensive possibilities whatsoever, put on a distress signal, and attempt to make contact like that alien did with us, to make contact with the alien ship, in the hopes that we can bridge this gap that we are not bridging right now. If it doesn't work, nothing ventured, nothing gained. If it does work, what an incredible moment it will be for all of us standing in this room and all of mankind. I just wanted to let you know that when I leave this ship, I'll be leaving the most beloved and extraordinary family it's been my pleasure to be a part of in my 50 years in this business. And that's all I have to say. Ad Astra.
Yes, Admiral!
Will be available to answer questions. So with that, carry on.
Thank you, sir.
Are you reading my messages? Have you been reading my messages?
No, the messages are like peer-to-peer, so we don't see yours and you don't see ours.
Rodrigo, go ahead and
Get your dumbasses out the labs.
having a counseling session. Some quiet, please. All right, Rodriguez. What's brought you in today?
So I have, just new discoveries and everything is causing me a bit of anxiety.
Anxiety?
Yes.
What symptoms of anxiety do you think you're having?
Just shakiness and a bit of, can't sleep. I dissected an alien with my Martian team and one medical officer, or 2 medical officers. And the alien, that was the alien that we were dissecting, we found out that more aliens were boarding the ship and trying to take over. And they were just the what if we're all,
we love us some Reeves.
What if we're all in that area when they come in, and what if they see us cutting up their member, and what if everyone dies, what if I die, what if name doesn't, what if Outbound Hope fails, things like that. I don't want this to fail, and we're running low on supplies.
You have, yes?
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but Minister, it's time for us to head out to the bridge.
We're almost done here.
Yes.
Give me
Can
that
you
few
give me
minutes.
a couple minutes?
So I do have an assignment for you. This will help a little with your anxiety. So I want you to take this book, and I want you to flip through the pages, and I want you to find something in here that represents you. And I want you to take those pencils, and I want you to color within the lines or scribble all over the page. There's no rules with this book, except for the ones that you apply to it. And when you're done, you can bring it back to me. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have an assistant.
That's not your assistant?
No, that's Avery.
Oh, Avery, I'm so sorry.
Of course.
He
I
has,
wish he was my assistant.
Rodrigo has an assignment. I'm gonna have to give it to him later though, because he doesn't want to walk
It's a
upstairs.
coloring book assignment, and I really don't want to walk up to the
Okay,
bridge for coloring.
okay, you need to own this. I'm sorry, but your doctor is telling you,
Okay, it's
take
fine,
it
I'll
upstairs. Everybody knows what this is for.
Fine.
It's for your health.
is.
Were you, did you message me, or are you on the, is this your time slot?
This is my time slot.
Okay, good to hear. Alright. Why don't you tell me how you're feeling?
There's a lot that I'm feeling. There's, or maybe that's a wrong way to say it. It's almost like there's so much that it's nothing that I'm feeling. It started with when I went into the biobed and came back. It just felt like I wasn't myself because I had done a whole bunch, but all of it was gone. And it feels very uncomfortable being in that state where everyone knows, oh, you did all this, but it doesn't feel like I did all that.
Have you been keeping logs, daily logs?
Yes. My lieutenant, junior grade, has been keeping notes for us. But I haven't been keeping personal notes.
You know, it's quite hard sometimes when other people tell you what your experience has been, but when we write them ourselves, it's helpful because you can recognize your own handwriting, you know that it comes from you, and you can trust yourself.
Right. I'll take some notes then, on myself.
It's not as easy and quick fix as that, by the way.
It's not? Damn.
But what's concerned you about some of the things that you've heard, or do you have concerns?
It's the one thing that I can trust right now is my ability to pilot this ship. Everything else, it's just it's like trying to put a whole bunch of sticks through. It's like making a dam in my head, and so much has been coming through that the only thing that's getting through is piloting, which is good. My training is working if that's the case. But everything else that we have been encountering is struggling to get through. I've been playing chicken with alien ships that can outmaneuver me in so many ways. In ways that any other ship I've encountered doesn't. And it just feels different. It feels like when I was pretty convinced that based on the encounters that we've had so far, we were alone. But this is just a very blunt, hard recognition that I was very wrong, and I am just struggling.
Are you on duty right now, or when's your next time off?
I mean, we have chow coming up. I've been on duty pretty much all the time.
The past 12 hours?
I guess so.
Thank you. So I have some advice for you if you'd like to hear it.
I would like to hear your advice.
This one might be a little difficult though. You prepared?
Lay it on me.
I would like you to write a letter, but to the helmsman on the indigenous ship. And you can just leave it here on my desk or keep it for yourself, but I just want you to write one.
I can do that.
How did he? Do you know how he heard about the Outbound Hope Mission?
It was assigned. It was the ship's captain.
Thank you, Evan. So it was assigned.
This is.
Did he go through training?
She's handling it very, very well. This seems like something else is happening.
potential?
Ours has been a very stressful marriage. I've been in the military a lot. It seemed every time I came home or saw her again, she was angrier and angrier and angrier all the time. I don't know whether it was her idea to try to make things up or try to punish me, but the farther we got away from home, the angrier she got. It was very, very difficult to live with. I think the snapping point was when I just heard that the Denver was gone. And my son who captained the Denver with it. I tried to keep up the ruse. No, it was not the correct thing to do. No, it was nowhere close to the correct thing to do. I don't know why I did it, other than relief.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do or how to think or how to proceed.
Do you know the circumstances of your recent passing?
Again, the last thing I remember is a blinding headache. But we were orbiting Earth at the time when I had my last scan. And I went in for a blinding headache, and that's the last thing I remember.
Where did you go into?
Excuse me?
Where did you go into?
Where did I go into?
You said you went into... when you
Oh, I got scanned.
Okay. When you had the headache?
Yes.
Okay, very well. And,
So when I'm overhearing things like we're not orbiting Earth,
mhm.
I've lost some time.
You have? Yes.
So can you fill me in a little bit on what's going on?
Absolutely. A lot has happened, so you might wish to relax a little bit. It's,
Yeah, give it to me straight.
we have jumped to new solar system. We're preparing to jump again. The reason why is because we've had one of our ships mutiny. We've had another ship. We've undergone multiple attacks from human entities, and we have had first contact with an indigenous entity in this solar system.
Did you?
Yes. And we are currently attempting to jump out of this system.
Okay. And the fleet?
We lost 2 ships. They collided together during the jump. I'm not sure which ones they were. I've been in my office, but...
Well, I know that the Denver's destroyed. I heard that.
Anybody has eyes on
The first contact with the indigenous species, did it go well?
Did not. It seems that they had been suffering for weeks of radiation poisoning and came to us seeking aid. We were not able to help them in time to save the life of the entity, and the ship did not, we can't communicate with them, so we aren't able to inform them of what we attempted to do, and because of that there is possible retaliation coming our way. And that's why we are attempting to jump again. If your wife does end up giving you any more headaches, we do have a few aspirin in the
Thank you. I live on it.
You're gonna tell me. I will, of course, I'm shouting.
She has a gun! Who gave her a gun?
Man, breathe!
Stop. No, I have been mistreated ever since I set shit. Set foot on this. Is this the same person from yesterday? No! Stay the hell away from me!
You're supposed to, but that's okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me check one place. Like,
It can look identical. We'll We'll make it do different stuff.
Well, I'm just saying all the ones that we actually have are ours. They are like.
Thank you. How are you feeling?
The hell? Who shot me?
Fended it off.
Yeah, we fended it off. Meanwhile, we are looking as the captain, I believe, announced. Maybe it was just shipwide, not fleet-wide.
Yeah.
We are looking for a way home. We have our scientists.
You know what? I understand you don't get all the answers, but
We are looking for a way out. It might take us forward. It might take us back. We won't know until we find it. And there are fallback
related to the fleet.
And there are fallback positions from there on contingency after contingency after contingency. All I can tell you is that we all want to stay alive, and we are putting our lives on the line every day, every hour to protect as many of you as possible.
Every compression pulls more liquid out of the lungs.
with your marine.
Deceased.
No, come on. No, come on.
She's gone.
Come on. She's gone. Get her up. Sorry. Get her up. We gotta go.
I don't think I'm much behind Sky.
This is not any sentence. I wasn't full. I'm so sorry.
What, can you debrief me on the situation that happened?
It is confidential until it goes up the chain. I need to talk to the XO as soon as possible. Though I think Dr. Ziegler already has, considering what she said to me.
I was asked to speak with you and do a mental health evaluation.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
Well, last night I was debating scrambling the bio bed, running myself through it, or just forgetting stuff. You know how you can do that. But once the machine was operational today, I made sure I took the scan. That's how I feel. Yes.
Well, sir, I don't have coloring pages for you today. I think your psychological evaluation goes a little bit past that, but I will be frank. They're questioning your integrity to be able to make decisions, and I just want your answer.
Of course they are. They have never been in a place like that. They've never had to make bad decisions. Or good decisions. Or good decisions that turned out bad. Or bad decisions that turned out fucking good. So, sure, one-sided argument. Well, I think the Admiral would have evidence in my court-martial that most other people wouldn't be able to see. I certainly did help his wife, but I don't think that's why he brought me on. He is not a quid pro quo kind of guy. Possibly I wasn't as honest with him when he asked me as I should have been.
Moving up in the world.
I mean, after my discharge, I basically was sitting on the Chesapeake with a fishing rod waiting for a hurricane with my name on it. But when he asked me, I mean, you know how it is. You've been in his presence. When he asks you something, with his charisma, it's more like a command. And he wanted me on board, and I don't think it was because I helped his wife. I think that was stupid. I think it was smart in that. I mean, maybe he took that as evidence of my skill, but you know, I certainly don't think that's why. But I don't know. I mean, if it came back, I've been courses on. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Because as it stands right now, Ziegler would have you removed from your position. Now, I would recommend, as a fellow doctor, some time off. But because of the current circumstances, that's quite hard to ask for. But
Problem is, I thought we were seeing eye to eye. And she decided to question my decisions when everything I did was to save this ship and that crew.
would you like some relief from duty? Some time off? Would you like...
What I would like is when the inquiry happens, if there is one, and you respect a few things I'm going to tell you now. I have told my staff, now including you, as far as I know I'm still in charge, anything you know about is entirely confidential. And I want to treat it with the utmost security. You don't talk to anybody, and there are going to be people asking. Most importantly, and this is for the command staff, you will interview Private Ripper. I guess that's what they were calling her first. You'll take her testimony first, and you'll consider that confidential as well. Because if you do not, Bravo Company will eat itself alive from the inside out. And they will be completely combat ineffective. I believe her events and the things that she will report on were caused by the virus, the stress of the situation, and her feelings. Several of the soldiers exhibited psychosis-like elements, which is how Dr. Hawkins was shot. As soon as Ripper was done,
Sorry, my, something was happening to our comms.
as soon as he down, she was disarmed. Any activity I did to protect her was to keep her from continuing to fire on other people.
I saw you like screaming behind your back. I was like, do I need to stop you?
Understood, sir. I think that they might,
Let her run it. Let her run it while I'm still here. Before I get court-martialed and kicked off. At least then, if she makes a mistake, I can try to help correct it.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
You're welcome. Am I still a lieutenant?
You're still Lieutenant to me. I haven't gotten any other words otherwise. So, alright.
Why don't you let her know? I'll go and say I will take a break, and I will be back under her authority if I need to be.
Very well. I don't think there'll be any need until the Admiral and Evans here about this, but so he's see, so my medical evaluation on his mental health, I feel that he is in some need of time off, and he's ready to turn the medical bay over to you. He's in agreement, and is willing to comply with your leadership.
Is he fit to treat patients?
He's fit to treat patients.
Thank you.
He's ready to do so under your guidance and ready to listen. But I do recommend maybe have him do some rounds around the ship, get him out of there.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes.
Thank you, Counselor.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Alright, Smith, what's brought you into my office today?
Oh my god, what hasn't brought me into your office today? I've been trying to see you since yesterday. I have been wanting to see you since yesterday. It's just... Okay, so... To start, there are multiple things that are going on, but to start, I don't know if I've ever told you how I've become this. Have I?
I don't think you've divulged.
I can't remember shit right now. It's just been, my brain has been fried too many times today.
Well, a refresher would be nice.
Okay, so when I was 3, you know, I'm from Augustus, the lunar colony, and when I was 3 in 2192, the ACA did its 3rd and final terrorist act on the colony. My parents were killed, my family was killed. Windfall took me in for some PTSD evaluations. They liked my brain. They thought I'd be great for psi integration. And then there I was at enrollee at 4 years old. 4 years old! 4 years old. So, there's no bonding. There's no bonding. There's no... Sure, bonding is taught as a skill, but it's not encouraged. There's no love. A child at 4 years old doesn't get any love. Now, I've seen other human children be treated by their parents, and I had parents, and we had a cat, and I remember the cat, it was Mr. Pickles. It was, I have all these memories, but it's not real. It's like it was a different lifetime. And I'm a prisoner to that because I was forced to become something like this against my will. I didn't want implants. I didn't want to be part of Windfall's Super Psi Omega B class. I had no choice. So I don't even know why I'm spilling. I'm just so full of emotions. I just have to have it out before I take somebody's knife and stab him and go to the brig. Like it just needs to happen. The day I disappoint my captain is the day that I want to die and not be in the bio bed. I cannot disappoint my captain. I adore our captain. He's a great man. He's a friend. Been on the ship for 5 years together. I can't disappoint him. It would be my life's biggest tragedy. So a lot has been going on in the last couple days, and ever since Lieutenant White, the bitch who became the intruder and is messing with my files, is messing with my station. She's messing with everything. She's taking everything and just putting it in different locations, saying I don't follow protocol. She doesn't know. She's an older model. I'm a newer model. She needs to shut the hell up. But ever since she's been on the ship, something's been off. I can't be going crazy. I'm a psi operator. I can't be going crazy. Sure, I have a little bit more flair, a little bit more personality than the idiot that they put in to work with me, but it wouldn't look good. I don't want to be taken off duty. I need psi. Psi needs me. I can't be taken off duty. Psi is my life. As much as I hate the process that turned me into this, psi is my life. It was... I've never been told about physical pain on the neural pathways that I have tied in with psi. It's not supposed to cause me any pain. Mild discomfort at most, but, you know, this just confusion and all that, disorientation. But I had pain. It felt like my neural pathways were being just pulled apart so tight, and it felt like they were coming apart. And it was just this burning sensation, and I had flashes. I had flashes of memories. I had flashes of thoughts that I've had before, numbers, and just knowledge. Just that's knowledge that psi has about the ship, about everything that's in its catalog. I saw those flashes today, and it was very overwhelming.
Process these.
Have you met someone like me, someone who's not cold and frigid, and you have?
Yes.
And they're okay?
They're okay. Now, the thing that you need to understand is that emotions, we can't control them, and psi tries to do that and suppresses them many years you've not been able to develop and understand and feel and express. So what you're feeling is very normal.
It's been like this for years. I can't remember not being like this. I literally take an emotion and run with it, and I know it's not right. I know it's not right. I mean, I know it's not right because we've met many times. Yes. But it's not like I can't control that, and I feel like I'm a terrible PSI agent. But I don't even know why I feel like I'm a bad PSI agent. I shouldn't feel that.
These are some of the challenges with PSI. It can be unpredictable, which way it will go. Perhaps it's either because they brought you on too young, or perhaps because of your trauma prior.
Can you believe that the kids over 6 usually don't make it? 6 years old. 6 years old.
I can't say that I agree with the practice, but I will say that we have you here today. And I'm not sure what your life would have been like prior, but I can say that the individual that you are today, I know, one of my crew members, I've seen you put your life on the line for others on this ship because of the emotions you have, the feelings you have, and the direction that it pulls you to. A lot of PSI don't have the capacity to care, to love. That puts you in a very unique position.
Something happened today. I was summoned by Mr. King Tanaka.
Tanaka?
Yes. And Rodrigo, Mr. Rodrigo. Yes. Jordan Rodrigo. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to debrief, just to see how things were going. But it felt... How can I express this? I feel like I missed a chunk of what happened. Because I don't know if White has gone, you can't tell me because of patient confidentiality, but I'm actually trying to get along with her like you suggested. I'm trying. As much as I still call her names, I'm trying. But I feel like we really reached a milestone today, and I was ready to tell her about this. But then I started collapsing, and I just needed to unwind. She changed all my stuff. She rearranged how it was today. You know how she changed the bar over to the side. She changed everything. When I came back at 1600 today, it was all in its right place. My stool was in its right place. What is going on? Like, she's actually trying.
That's nice.
She's actually trying to be friendly, but she is like a robot. She has no, you know what I mean. Just completely flat-faced. So, resting side face,
Resting side face.
Yes.
It's the first time for me.
I don't...
Would you like a hug?
Sure, I love hugs. Come on, you know me, I love hugs. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. You're the best. Please never leave my ship. Perfect. But if you ever need anything that's fine I can do, just let me know. Thank you so much. Oh, hi.
Yeah, I was looking at sides of the report from you.
Can I step into your office for a moment?
No, you would have to get that report from Lieutenant White.
Did you forget? Oh my! You left that in here?
Oh.
Well, we're out of character now. So I want to ambush you when we're ready.
Hold on. You sit down, Parker. Parker, I have patients that come in here, decide who's overly emotional, come in here, and you left that gun? Give it to me. I can't believe you left this in here! You saw who was in here right after you, right? Okay, and then we have Weiss running around just asking for guns, grabbing them. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Parker. Alright. Get out of here.
So, the Admiral came and got us, and he talked to us saying that, the extraterrestrial that we found, that their fleet came after us, and then we destroyed their ships, and they were gonna board us, and then we destroyed everything. He sort of chastised us because this is first contact, and we're already, on the warpath. And admittedly, so are they, but that's not who we want to represent ourselves as. So, he is actually, we have one escape shuttle, for some unknown reason. He, the next time they appear, is going to take it to their ship with no offensive capabilities whatsoever, and he's going to try to make peace. And if he doesn't come back, he doesn't come back, and that's what he said. The civilian governor then got up to say a few words. What happened during the jump was, from one of the ships, right before an unauthorized signal was sent through the Bifrost, and it caused half of the fleet to split off. So they're off somewhere in the right spot, and we are thousands of light years away with no clue where we are. We've got unidentified hostiles somewhere close to us, and point is, we're not where we're supposed to be. We're nowhere close to 354 PA. But they have been doing scans. They've found energy signatures that match those of Bifrost Station, and they are going for those. Mm-hmm. We're headed towards them, and we're going to do a jump, just like we did last time. And I spoke out, because what's to stop the same thing from happening? What's to stop us from losing another half our fleet and trying to find the others? And I would understand that if this were only a military operation, but we're in charge of civilians who wanted to be part of something bigger and definitely did not sign up for what we signed up for. Don't get me wrong, I understand that, I don't know what I would do differently.
Do you have any additional concerns that you can vocalize?
Concerns I didn't vocalize, let me think.
This is definitely a personal matter for you.
I don't know why I'm reacting so strongly. I honestly don't.
You care a lot about the people on this ship. You're a doctor. You take care of their well-being. I can understand how you could foresee the potential dangers and how they would put others at risk.
We took an oath when we became doctors, right? Do no harm.
Doctors first.
Right, doctors first. No, I think I'm okay. I'm just gonna, wait it out.
Yes?
Hey, I'm sorry, but, if you can, no pressure though. We need a doctor in med bay because...
Never no pressure, we need a doctor in med bay.
Yeah, yeah.
Ascendant Dawn, here's a ship-wide message from the counselor.
Seldom realize that our most private thoughts and emotions are not actually our own, for we think in terms of languages and images which we didn't invent, but which we were given to us by our society. Just as true humor is laughter at oneself, true humanity is knowledge of the self, knowledge of others. You are the aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. Our society is our extended mind and body. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. But in truth, this is our reality. With this, we must move forward with this existence and remember to think for ourselves, which is all of us together. Thank you. Thank you.
LC, the USS 041 construction platform is beginning construction.
I'm still shaking.
someone, that's available as well.
So let me just debrief you briefly.
Yes.
We have 2 civilians. One is the captain of the. So they came here because they are very concerned about not getting enough information. So basically, they are very worried. They're concerned. This is not what they signed up for, basically. And I gave them the breakdown of everything that's going on, which really just worried them more. And while we were speaking to them, we got word that their ship was destroyed.
So I just had to inform them that everyone that they knew died.
Ooh. So you didn't inform them?
Because they asked me straight up.
Okay.
And I wasn't gonna lie.
Okay.
You might want to talk to the priestess. She's in a very dark space. A dark enough space that I am uncomfortable allowing her near the airlock.
They don't need any support or anything like that. Where do the ACA come from, and are they not on the other ship?
They said that they've communicated with the Bastion too about the threat of the ACA on them.
Okay, yeah, she's here.
I'm here.
We have a situation in Medbay.
Absolutely. You're all welcome to use my office.
Weiss's.
Weiss. Engineering will be fine until we are in engine coding and things.
Alright, let's get her to the bed. I'll take the desk.
Weiss, we're at condition 2 right now. Look at me. Weiss, I said look at me. Weiss. Look at me. We're in a high intense situation. Now is not the time for a breakdown. I need you to sit up and just take care of them. Look at me. That's what you wanted to do, right? You wanted to do style.
I gotta go to engineering. Hey.
We're in.
Repeat it with me. I got this. Say it out loud. I want you to say it loud. Loud from your chest. Come on. I got this. Shout it. I got this. You do. Come on, stand up. Let's go.
If you need me, or if you're being interested in command, if you need reference,
That was
as
a
we've
miscommunication.
Let me just tell you, I am glad to have someone who looks after the spirit on the ship. How have you been the past 8 hours?
I find that I am having a crisis of faith, truth be told. You see, I was not always a spiritual person. I came to it, and I devoted everything to it. And the mere way that I found studied the origins of all faiths, the origins of all people, studied the rise of monotheism, studied the rise of science and engineering as the human spirit, the incomparable human spirit. And yet, when I went to meditate last night, when I heard that we went from a fleet of thousands to having less than 100 people alive, I began to wonder. And I pondered on the death of the outsider. Well, I guess we are the outsiders. The death of the other. And then I pondered on the attack of the others. And how like that was to early colonization of North America. Where, when the colonialists came, they brought disease, and disease killed so many.
Welcome back, sir.
And perhaps the simple misunderstanding that caused this war was disease, a mistake. And yet, we couldn't communicate with them, nor they with us. So our next action for whatever level our two species are, was to fight and to kill. And science will tell us that if we lose any more, we are going to lose the viability of this mission. We will not be able to have enough diversity to create a population. If we think of the power of spirit, whenever there is a creation, there will also be a destruction. And perhaps we are nearing that time. The universe expands in one direction, and then it contracts in the other. And at that point, everything must end. Light.
If you head up to comms, they've responded with on standby.
Perhaps we should see how the next couple of hours go.
Very well.
I can uplift the souls with stirring words. But I would love to see the captain do so.
Yes, I do have someone coming in any minute now, Priestess.
I will leave you to it then.
Thank you. And if we may, some of the other crewmen have expressed that some of your wandering of the hallways have given them a little unease. Perhaps a little bit more of that. Definitely need more coffee.
Black cable plugs right into the
The thing that
circuit.
comes off where the batteries are going to be.
Okay.
If you find that these have not been used in a long time, disconnecting this will save the batteries.
Okay.
Because even while it is off, it is on.
Got it. State is stored like this. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yes. I like it's cold enough in here to keep the bodies from decomposing.
Okay.
It's cold in here. I apologize that it is cold in here. It is cold in here.
As of 10:30 hours this morning, I am acting CMO. Lieutenant Wyatt has ceded the command. He will still be working with us. I would like you to make rounds on the ship to make sure everything is as it should be. Make sure our people are as they should be.
Why?
It is a command.
You did everything you could last night. Everything you could.
This is not up for debate. Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Excuse me. Is there a chance we get some?
In my hand, I have the last glimmer of hope for the fleet. Right on deck. Thank you. So, in the interest of transparency, last night we found a tactic which resulted in 0 casualties against overwhelming odds. However, we were then subsequently ambushed by an uncountable force. We lost count after 30 or so ships, completely outnumbering us, ambushing us from all directions, weaponizing the linear skip drive against us. Therefore, regardless of our course of action, Sai had anticipated that we had a 0% chance of survival. So despite all odds, here we are. And I would like to say that I'm proud of our command and our crew for surviving the night. Despite the fact that we have lost most of the fleet, I must acknowledge that now that some of you may think that's a failure. I consider this a victory for our survival. So with that, this new hope in my hand hopefully will give us a chance to reconvene with our initial fleet. That is our hope and our goal. And if it happens, we can still successfully complete our colonization mission, all things considered. So, anyone who has any strong concerns about the way things went last night. Rest assured, we did better than our best, better than Sai predicted, and we've survived one more night. So carry on.
Aspera!
Aspera!
You guys see that goddamn missile again.
What about the missile?
It's not a missile.
This can't go on your thing. This is getting to be full crouchy NCO mode.
3 drops. 3 drops. Every 3 hours.
Excuse me.
We're going through a lot right now.
So like,
I would advise, if possible, to also keep this plant in a noded area. Do you know what a node is? Calling off chance that anything happens regarding an LSD drive, please get out of my embassy. You want to make sure that the plant does not get any shares. That would only essentially encourage it to get more sick. Do not lose this. It's also full of chemicals that were very expensive, but we are not using to process alien samples. It does not contain any alien eggs. I made sure to. Of course. Do you need anything else? Alright, let me know if you need more light. Poor thing.
Gun Mom, can we arm up these 2 ladies? I'm gonna take her to the gun range.
Absolutely. I don't have everything returned yet.
You can stand whatever you wish. I find the firing position is a little bit easier if you are stable, so you'd probably feel better standing. Brace this against your shoulder hard as you can.
Okay.
Look through that dot. Now he's dead. Okay, so this is just a carbine, right? You're firing 5.56 millimeter rounds. This is how you switch. You toggle between semi-automatic and fully automatic. The black button. Red button over here is how you reload. It'll tell you when it's time to reload because it just won't fire.
Okay, and what is the, how many shots do I have?
I don't know the size of the mag on this guy.
Okay.
Not offhand.
Alright.
It's going to vary from gun to gun.
Okay.
But if you look at your display, it'll tell you how many rounds you have left. Now, aim down range.
Okay.
Squeeze the trigger.
Alright, I think I'm ready.
Yeah, I think you're ready.
Alright, thank you, Marshall.
My pleasure. Let's go.
Well, okay, 1, 2.
Oh, fucking motherfucker!
Yeah,
that's kind of spicy right there.
There we go,
Okay,
there
no,
we
we're
go.
good. We're
Okay,
good.
okay.
We're good.
Do you have a
Fine.
tray or something?
Everything is fine.
We good there, Rev?
Yeah. That was just a bullet being pulled out of a sensitive
There are
area.
several
We're fine.
bullets being put. You just see a bullet in the tweezers.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, we're
Hey,
fine. We're fine.
Don't.
Good times.
Why? No, man. We think they're killing you.
We get the patient a sucker.
A sucker. You did so well. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
There you go, that's what you get. Thanks for coming to Medical Bay.
Nothing.
my favorite place on the
He
ship.
had like 28
Weird.
bullets
I
in it or
think you
something.
live here.
What was
I
that?
think you live here.
Yeah. I want to be a doctor.
Wow. Counselor's carrying chest from the biggest gun in the armory.
We're going through the Bifrost.
We're going through the Bifrost. Yes.
They're dead. You guys are melted in the bulkhead. So you guys go over there.
I was told.
Yeah, we thought engineering was repairing it, but it was confirmed that it was irrevocable.
Gate activates.
Don't lose anything.
Successfully opened a second Bifrost. Admiral, now what do we do?
The fleet is now moving through the Bifrost and commanded will be moving last. Comms. Let's get Lieutenant White. Can you please order side to compare.
You're gonna be nice. And I got cooler.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bastion 2 has transited the gate. The Ubelos has transited the gate. Vulcan Industrial Ship has transmitted through the gate. All other ships transiting through the gate. The Ascendant Dawn transits through the gate. And on the other side is a brand new star system, not our own.
I think we made it.
Lost in space!
Yes! Better than the last.
Yes?
The press, administrative press needs you. Yes. We need you to go see the governor's suite right now.
Affirmative.
You.
Okay, well, let me just log out.
Yeah, so our space dance is this.
So what, like this?
ready? 1, 2, 3.
She doesn't understand.
Please have a seat. Do you want to tell me what's going on?
This footage needs to not leave this room under any circumstances.